Welcome to the club level at Nippert Stadium. Tom Gelehrter, happy to be here on the construction and renovation site where, as usual, the work is impressive. Joined by Bob Martin, project manager for the University of Cincinnati. And Bob, when we last spoke 3 weeks ago, this concrete that we're standing on did not exist. We couldn't move around very much, and now we're getting a true view of what it's going to look like up here on the scholarship club level.
Yeah, last time we talked, the deck was down but no concrete, and so it's been 3 weeks, and we got half of the third floor club level concrete down. This weekend we're going to do the second half, and behind me the steel is coming up. They're A-frames, and we got the A-team building it, so we're doing good.
Yeah, no question about that. And right behind us, as you mentioned, a lot of action going on. We're starting to see the patio suite level come together, and then the suite level on top of it. How impressive is the rate at which these steel workers are putting this all together?
They're pushing the schedule right now. We have been able to pick up a couple days, and the weather's been supporting us. The pieces are fitting, and we're delighted with the progress.
When you look at that progress, the reality that we're really 2.5 months away from all the steel for this structure being in place?
Yeah, we're trying to zero in on a topping out ceremony, traditional event in the steel industry, and we're looking at real early in December, but we're still trying to peg that date. So hopefully we can beat it. We'll see where it goes.
As you mentioned, still more concrete to go in here on the club level towards the end, actually in front of us. And then we're also seeing the concrete being poured on all those support beams that have been being worked on now for 9 months.
Right, down below on the concourse, I'm sure we have images of the concourse opening up, so we could get a pretty good feel for how wide open it is. And the angular bowl columns are being encased in concrete. That's a fire protection measure that we take, and it's looking good. And you can see the angle of the building and the lean of the building really starting to take shape.
Now you do have a mock-up going in the one end zone. That is the mock-up area. We saw the concrete mock-up a couple months ago, and right now you're doing a mock-up of actually what the west side of this structure will look like?
Right. Half of the west side will be all glass. The other half will be metal panel. So we want to simulate, if you will, what the metal panel will look like in color and in bend and in angle, and see how it reacts to the sunlight, and make sure we have it all right for our designer building.
Bob, is the reality right now that this September weather, a little cooler than what we're used to in Cincinnati, that this is almost the perfect weather for everything that is going on?
It's great. We've been blessed. The weather hasn't been too wet, hasn't been too hot, and we're taking full advantage of it.
Now there has been some action on the far side, on the east concourse. No actual work yet, but we're seeing the signage go up, and that whole area is going to be blocked off and fenced off here in a matter of days?
That's right. September 22nd, this coming Monday, will be gated off to keep pedestrians from walking down the east concourse. We'll still have the dock accessible, but in terms of foot traffic and casual vehicles going back and forth, we'll have to block that off so we can start demolishing certain areas of the east concourse. All
right, Bob, we're coming to see you every 3 weeks, so we'll be back again before the end of September. A ton of progress. What's next for this project before we talk at the end of the month?
More concrete, more steel, behind the scenes selection of furnishings, final colors, just a whole lot going on. This team isn't resting, and I'm proud of every one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, right behind us we see the patio suite level and the first suite level going in, and we are coming to you live from the scholarship club level. Bob, we appreciate the time and the access as always.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, there's Bob Martin, part of my A-team, right here on Bearcats TV.